how does he actually convert these free members to paying customers?
The million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
So remember that giveaway the farm thing we talked about?
Yeah.
It all comes back to that because he's giving that value up front.
Yeah.
They already see him as the expert.
Right.
So then they're like, okay, well, if I want to go to the next level, boom, they buy his stuff.
And trust, I get it.
But he also has a strategic approach to pricing, too.
Oh, how so?
He starts low ticket item just to give them a little taste.
Like a foot in the door.
Yeah, and then he can introduce those higher ticket programs later.
Come for the free stuff, stay for the...
Buy ticket items.
The big transformation.
Exactly.
Love it.
And he uses Thrivecart for all this.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Okay, so he uses Thrivecart to build like these really nice landing pages, automates everything, and then...
Automation. Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. He even connects it to Skool using Zapier.
Yeah.
So as soon as somebody signs up, boom, they're in the ecosystem.
Work smarter, not harder. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have the tools, but we still need,
hustle.
The hustle, the dedication.
Yeah.
So how do we stay focused?
He talks about those core community members, those like super fans.
Your VIPs?
Exactly, he says. Nurture those relationships, like really acknowledge them, give them perks. Maybe even involve them in decisions, Oh,
wow.
Which not only strengthens your bond with them, but it shows everyone else, like, hey, this is a community that cares.
Right. It ripples outwards. Like everybody kind of sees that and wants to be a part of it.
Totally. And it kind of reminds us that even though we're talking about online business, human connection still key.
Yeah, for sure. So I do have to ask, though.
Yeah.
How does he, because we're talking about all this engagement.
Right.
But how do we actually measure if it's working?
So, like, what are the KPIs that really matter? Well, he's really open about it, actually.
Okay.
Of course, he talks about revenue, but, like, he also focuses on community engagement.
Okay.
Customer lifetime value, how happy are people in the long run?
Right.
And then, like, most importantly, I think he wants those success stories.
Yeah.
He wants to see people in his community actually, like, killing it.
So it's not just the numbers. It's like...
It's the impact.
The actual impact.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah. And that kind of brings us to something that we haven't really touched on yet.
Okay.
Which is mindset.
Yeah.
Because you could have all the tools and strategies in the world, right?
Right.
But if your mindset's not right, you're not gonna see the results.
So what does he say about mindset?
He's a big believer in abundance.
Okay.
Like, there's enough to go around, just believing that. That's huge.
So shifting from that like scarcity mindset to like, oh, there's enough for everybody.
Exactly. And you see that in everything he does, right? Like from that give away the farm approach to like how much he cares about his community.
Right.
He really does operate from that place of like abundance.
I love that. And I think that's so important, especially for people who are building businesses online, right?
Right.
Because it can feel very competitive.
Oh, totally.
And so it's like, it's not about, there's only so many people I can help, or there's only...
It's not a zero-sum game. Right.
Exactly.
And what I love is he walks the walk. He even shares like his tools.
He's very open.
His resources. He's like, here's the stuff I use,
Yeah.
Because he believes like when other people succeed, it doesn't take away from his success.
I love that.
A rising tide lifts all boats, as they say.
That's such a good way to put it.
Right.
Okay, so we're wrapping up here.
Yeah.
What's like the one thing you really want people to take away from Steven's story?
That's a good question. I think the big one is success leaves clues, right?
Okay.
And he's given us so many, like he's laid it all out, like how to build that successful business, the AI automation, the community.
The content.
So now it's up to us.
To take action.
To experiment.
Adapt it for our own, businesses.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Okay. Any last words of wisdom?
It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Yeah. Building a business takes time.
It does.
Be patient, be persistent.
Yeah.
And like we've been saying, be generous.
I love that.